age of 16, my partner committed a carjacking. Now, we had done some things in the streets, but carjacking was another level of something else. Like, we don't carjack people. Now, we didn't ran out of the mall with some clothes and done some things of that nature, but we not pulling no pistol on nobody to take their car. That's like left field. So, I got a call. And this mama called me and said, man, your boy done carjacked somebody and took their car. So I talked to him and he told me that he walked up on this lady and he didn't pull the gun out. He just showed her the end of it, the butt of the gun, the handle of the gun. And when he showed it to her, she just instantly gave her keys. But the thing that was always puzzled me was that he did it in Mississippi. Like, we don't talk to them people. Mississippi, a different place. So it was something about this Chrysler 300 that back in my day, we all kind of wanted it because it already came on like 17-inch chrome rims. So we was taking them off car lots and putting them on our cars. But to take it from somebody else, a human, I just couldn't understand that. I'm like, bro, that's a whole nother level of boldness. But he took this car and he was going down State Line Road. Made a left on Mill Branch. But what he didn't realize was that it was another car behind him. It was an off-duty police officer from Mississippi had saw what he had done. So he followed them. And when he followed them down Mill Branch, my partner said as he was swerving through traffic trying to get back to the hood, he realized the car was swerving behind him. So he realized, he said, somebody must be following me. So as soon as he get over Holmes Road, he said he started gunning it, pedal to the floor, because he realized this person is following him. He gets down to Shelby Drive, and he said, police are everywhere. He realized that those police were waiting on him. So he gets to the hood, and he decided to jump out the car. And when he jumped out the car, he called himself trying to run. But it was too many police. They caught him. So since he was a juvenile, he figured when he was in juvenile that, hey, I'm a juvenile. I'm going to be okay. But they came and got him and extradited him back to Mississippi. They extradited him back to Mississippi. Man, when I tell you, Mississippi ain't playing with you. As soon as he got his first phone call, besides his mama, you know who he called, right? He called me. He called me because when we were in the streets, I was kind of like running the situation. I kind of was the head of what we had going on. And we had already fell out. So since we had fell out, I guess he decided to do his own thing and made the craziest decision ever that would change his life. So he called my phone, and I answered. Said, hello? He said, bruh, I got to get out of here. I told him, I said, you got to be patient. See, the reason why I really told him he got to be patient is because I really was upset at him. I was upset that he did that. His mama ain't got no finances like that. I ain't got no finances like that. When I tell you, this like my brother. So I'm like, I don't want to see him there, but I'm like, bro, ain't nobody got them type of fight, and I'm upset at you, so you got to be patient. He like, nah, big bro. He like, I got to get out of here. I'm like, nah, you got to be patient. Now, his mama, man, she not paying her bills because she trying to make this bond. We around here selling his clothes, all the Polo Tommy, all we trying to, we giving what we got. Remind you, we kids. So we ain't got a whole lot. The little bit we do get, we buying shoes and throwing it away. So we ain't got it. So I'm upset. So I told him, I said, you got to be patient. He said, okay, big bro, I'm going to try to be patient. But at the end of the day, he never was patient. He had a $50,000 bond, and all he did was constantly tell me, bro, I got to get out. And I'm saying, bro, you got to be patient. For some reason, the world don't like to be patient. And the people of God don't like to be patient either. See, being patient is like a sin for us sometimes. Man, we don't like to be patient. Man, God telling you to sit still. But it's like a sin. It's like, nah, I got to get away from that. I can't be patient. God is like, be still before the Lord and wait patiently for me. He said, be still before the Lord and wait patiently for me. See, the problem sometimes with being patient, the reason why we don't like it, because it comes with suffering. It comes with suffering. And for whatever the reason is, we don't like to suffer. We don't like to suffer. But what's so amazing about God and the way he works is, a lot of times he got things he got ready for you. But you got to suffer just a little bit. And that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes we got to realize that, yeah, you want to move. I understand you want to move. Yeah, you don't like your apartment no more. I understand it. But sometimes you got to stay. Because God got some things for you, but you got to stay still. You may not like what's going on. You might not like the car you get. You might not like the car you get. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. But God is telling you to stay still. That's what he's telling you. Because what we do is, like the man of God said earlier, we'll go run out and go get that $832.32 car note. When God has something paid for you for free. But see, like I said earlier, that comes with suffering. See, if you're not willing to suffer just a little bit, then God can't move the way that he needs to move. Because you don't want to suffer just a little bit. See, we get to places that we say, oh, Lord, if I got to suffer, that must not be you. That must not be you, Lord, if I got to suffer. Like, come on, God. Like, you mean to tell me you in the suffering business? Yeah, he is. Because he went to the cross. He went to the cross. What you think? That was a birthday party? That wasn't no birthday party. He had to suffer. So you think that he had to suffer and you don't have to suffer at all? And to be real with you, man, I'm going to take the suffering over a car any day than get put on a cross and be speared in my side. Like, so our suffering ain't really no suffering. It's just some things that we going through that we won't be impatient. God is telling us to be patient. He's saying, be still. Be still, people. Before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Wait patiently for him. And the only way you can wait patiently for him is by knowing that he is who he say he is. You got to know that he got you. You won't be able to wait patiently if you feel like that he ain't got you. But if you know that God got you, then you got to wait patiently. See, to be patient, you have to walk by faith. See? But I know everybody said they walk by faith. Man, everybody walk by faith. Until it hit for real. And now you're panicking. You're like, oh, my God, what am I supposed to do? Oh, Lord, oh, Lord. Everybody said they walk by faith, not by sight. Man, God, man, some people that's supposed to be doing some other things and they know right now, but they will not step out. They will not step out. They will not step out to save their life. They will not step out. But if you ask them if they walk by faith, they say, y'all walk by faith. No, you don't. Man, we just talking church. You just talking church. And if you think God is pleased with that, he's not pleased with you saying I walk by faith and you really don't. And you really don't. So God is actually saying, he said, man, be patient. He like, wait on me. Wait on me. And whatever it is you're trying to do, whatever he told you, man, you wait. You wait patiently. See, social media, my Instagram, Facebook, they done tricked us all. See, the reason why we love Facebook, Instagram, we love them sites because, man, you could go to them apps and see it. If you want a certain car, you can go see that certain car. If you want the husband, you can go see that husband. If you want the wife, you can go see that wife. What I'm saying is you can sit there and say, I wonder how she got that car. God told you to be still, but you're trying to figure out how she got that car so you can get the information so you can go and try to get that car the way she got that car. You trying to figure out how she got that dude, how she got that husband. What you do? Now God telling you to sit still. He's telling you to sit still. You see this big old house on Facebook, Instagram, somebody just purchased. Now you sitting here trying to figure out how they get that. How they get that? So instead of you around here trying to look to the Lord, you start talking about, man, I need to save some money, and which you do. Fix your credit, that's cool, for sure. But don't make that the reason why you think you finna get this big house. God is saying, sit still. See, because you can see on there, but the truth is that that's somebody else's life you're looking at. The truth is, that's somebody else's life. And you don't even know what she going through. You don't know. You around here begging God for a husband or begging God for a wife. You don't know she been cheating on him since day one. Man, they ain't even got a good marriage. That's what social media do. It make you impatient. You don't even know they struggling with that house note. Like, that's why God is saying, man, be still and wait on me patiently. He got your best interest at hand. He got your best interest. See, when you start leaning to your own understanding, man, when you lean to your own understanding, that's why it's trouble time now. You can't lean to your own understanding. You got to wait on God patiently because those things are land of make-believe. It's a land of make-believe. It's a land of make-believe. It's a land that just pretending. And we know half the people flogging. This woman know he ain't no good. But she'll get on the book, get on IG, and act like he the best thing going. I'm talking about she'll act like he the best thing going. And then you turn around, we be like, what you mean you getting a divorce? Bro, you just put a picture up the other day, and I'm like, I'm in my feelings. I'm like, why my husband ain't like that? What you mean you finna get a divorce? I'm going down your timeline, ain't nothing but highlight reels. Y'all in Jamaica, y'all in Japan, y'all at the mall, y'all just bought a house, y'all just bought a new car, and you getting a divorce? See, so that's why God is saying, man, be patient. Because if you do what the world do, man, that's what the world do. The world look at things and they say, I want that too. And they go out there and do any and everything to make it happen. Whatever it is she got to do, whatever it is he got to do, I'm finna go make that happen. But God is telling the people of God to be patient. So then what happens is when you are not patient, you get anxious. Listen to me. When you're not patient, you get anxious. And when I looked at the definition of anxious, it's a feeling of fear, dread, and uneasiness. That's where you want to go? You want to be anxious? Now you're fearful. Now you're dreadful. Now it's an uneasiness. That ain't a life for the Christian. Philippians. Go to Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 through 7. Philippians chapter 4, 6 through 7. It reads, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guide your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. He tell us, he say, don't be anxious. It's a feeling of fear. It's dreadful. It's an uneasiness. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7 says, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Now, when I think about my brother that was in jail, man, he was supposed to be scared. Like he didn't have the Lord. These folks trying to charge him as an adult at 16 years old. He's supposed to be scared. He don't know the Lord. We should not be looking like the people who don't know the Lord. But I understand. See, they got a 16-year-old in a Hernando jail around a bunch of grown men who on some, they on some ratchet, some real tough stuff. And you a kid. He's supposed to be scared. He don't know the Lord. It's all looking bad for him. The prosecutors telling him to go and sign for the 10. They telling him to go and sign for the 10. He had never been in jail before a day in his life. And on your first charge, they telling you to go and sign for the 10. He's supposed to be scared. Like in that type of situation, you would think that because he was on that rah-rah, that man, he'll get down there and be with the mess. Nah, that's when reality set in. Man, reality set in. And because he don't know the Lord, he's scared, which he's supposed to be. He couldn't kill his flesh to save his life. He was so anxious. Let me tell you how anxious he was. Man, he would call the phone, and I'd be like, look, bro, man, you can't be crying like that on the phone. Like, for real, for real. Like, at that time, I ain't never been to prison or none of that, but I know you should not be crying around them men. You don't do that. But because he was so anxious, man, he ready to get out. He called on my phone saying, bro, I got to get out of here. I'm like, bro, you got to be patient. But as I'm telling him to be patient, anxiety kick in. So now he anxious. Now he calling my phone, and now he crying on the phone. Not only that, man, he's saying things to me that I'm like, bro, you worried about something else that ain't even happened. Now I understand you here, But you got to understand that you can't worry so much. Man, we do it too, man. We worry so much that, man, it's a waste of our imagination. Man, worrying is a waste of your imagination. And the enemy, he'll use that to take advantage of you. Because once the enemy see a flaw in you, he see that you doing bad, you're down bad, whatever it is, and now you worry, Lord, I'm going to lose this, Lord, okay, Lord, now he like, oh, yeah, I'm finna jump on this. Oh, man, he like, man, I'm finna jump on this. And you got to understand that the tricks of the enemy, he come to kill, steal, and destroy. So because he come to kill, steal, and destroy, when he see that you down and you weak and you ain't praising the Lord in your situation, oh, man, he going to come with some whole other type stuff. Man, it started out just the rent. Man, now he talking about the car note. He talking about your job. He talking about your mama. He saying your kids going to be sick. He's saying all of these things. And now you sitting here worrying about something that ain't even come to pass. You ain't even heard nobody say anything about your kids, but you thinking like, oh, Lord, my kids. You like, oh, Lord, my job. Oh Lord, the light bill, like, no. My husband, like, no. We got to realize that worrying is a waste of your imagination. My brother that was in jail, he told me, he said, Fro, man, we stressed out in here. It's a stressful situation. And now that I think about it, I'm like, Lord, the people of God, like, why are we stressed out? Like, I understand, but why are we stressed out? Like, we got to be patient. We got to wait on him and stay still. We got to wait on him and stay still. Psalms, verse 37, chapter 37, 8. It says, refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret, it leads only to evil. Man, when I think about it, it's just my growing up, never knew my daddy. Like, just met him like 40 years later. Like, that's a long time to not have never met your daddy. 40 years. And when I think about a lot of my friends, a lot of us didn't know our dad. And because we didn't know our dad, we were angry. Believe it or not, we were some angry young men who were ready to go and see the wrath. Like, we were ready. Like, when I be real, it's times that, man, listen, I heard people talk about selling their soul. The devil, he'll buy your soul. And, man, when you at that place, man, you like, man, listen, if the devil going to give me this, man, I'll take it. That's how angry we were. That's why we doing all these foolish things. But see, the trick of the enemy is to gas you up like the wrath ain't nothing. The world get tricked by him every day. The world get tricked by him every day. Man, we can't afford to get tricked by him every day like the world do. We can't afford that because we supposed to be the children of God. So if we the children of God, we got to know that it's power in him. It's power in him. It's deliverance in him. It's healing in him. We can't afford to be around here, be stressed. Man, listen, man, stress will kill you. Stress will kill you. Man, some of us got little bitty kids. Man, listen, man, we can't afford to be checking out of here because of stress. Half the time, it ain't even that serious. We just think it is. It's land of make-believe. That's how the enemy do. He have you so stressed that you think that it's real and it ain't even real. It's land of make-believe. So, you know, you got to be patient. You can't be anxious. And you can't get angry. You can't. I had a partner who was in the faith, and I mean, he's so anxious about just trying to get somebody. You want a wife so bad. You want a girl so bad that you get so anxious that you go out into the streets and make a baby with somebody that you shouldn't be making a baby with. Like, Now, he say he got the meanest baby mama ever. Like, he got the meanest baby mama ever. Barely won't let him see the child. He say, Frog, I'm trying. It's like you left the faith, you went out because you was anxious. Man, you was impatient. You impatient. You went and said, I'm going to do my own thing. You went and did your own thing. And now, the wrath in that is the mean baby mama you got to deal with for the next 18 years. I'm telling you, people, it's consequences to your sin. It is, for real, for real. And so now he got to deal with this because he couldn't sit down. He couldn't be still. But what's so amazing about that story is that now that you back, you still got to wait. You still got to wait. Not only are you waiting now, you got more problems with you while you wait. You could have done without her, but now you got to deal with the baby mama. See, I know for a fact that anger comes from frustration. It comes from frustration. Anger is caused by frustration. You get frustrated when you can't see what it is you're trying to see. Check this out. If somebody right now came and put their hand over your eyes and covered up your eyes right now while I was preaching, for a second, now let's take it to another level. Let's say Pastor Myron came and put his hand over your eyes like that right there, right? Now, you might let him do it for a little while, 10 minutes. That's Pastor Myron. That's the pastor. Like, I ain't just saying no random dude. That's why I said let's take it up a notch. Because you sit here thinking like, well, maybe this got something to do with the sermon. Maybe he finna bless me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe God finna, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said Pastor Myron. You know what I'm saying? Just some regular person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, this shouldn't be a problem. But Pastor Myron, he the pastor. You know what I'm saying? You rock with him. You fool with him. You come to church on Sundays. You hear his message. You believe what he's saying. God moving. Like, so he a little different. So if he come put his hand over your eyes for a little while, you like, it's cool. But after so long, you're going to be like, hey, bro, hey, man. Hey, man, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see. Man, that's how we do God. When we walking by faith and you trying to be patient and you trying not to have no anxiety, you trying not to be angry, that's it. And you don't know why this is happening because God got his hand over your eyes. But then we get to that place and we be like, Lord, I'm straight. I'm gone, finna hit this back door on you because I need to see. And a lot of times, it's the wait. He just wants you to wait. He needs you to wait. So when you wait, I believe and I know that it's blessings in waiting. You can't allow your frustration to make you angry. Because when you get angry at the Lord, that's destruction. That's when you turn around and go out into the streets and do whatever it is. Because you start saying, my God don't fool with me. So you can't get angry. The scripture talks about it. It says, be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. Refrain from anger. and turn from wrath. Do not fret. It leads only to evil. For those who are evil will be destroyed. But those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land. I must wait on the Lord. I must wait on the Lord. I have to wait on the Lord. So we got to be patient. We can't get anxious. We can't get angry. But I'm going to tell you what God showed me. He said, while you waiting, you still got to serve. Man, as you waiting on the Lord, man, he still wants you to serve. He still needs you to serve. See, you got to do it like a waiter or a waitress. Like Jesus didn't come to be served. He came to serve. See, when you think about a waitress or a waiter, like, they come to wait on you. Like, what you think? The folks ain't got no problems? They got problems too. But they come into your table like, how may I help you? How is your day? Can I get you some water? You want lemonade, Sprite? What you want? Man, she got a whole health problem going on. But she can't focus on the health problem while she wait. She got to serve you. She still got to serve you. So as you in your world of waiting, you still got to serve. You still got to tell yourself, whatever it is, Lord, you want me to do, I'm still willing. I'm willing to serve as I wait. As I wait, I'm willing to serve. Mark 10, verse 44, for even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. Listen, don't sleep on serving. Man, it's a blessing in serving. So, for those that know, I do gospel rap for a living. And so, man, God, man, I've been blessing for years. And when I say blessing, I mean, me and my family been walking by faith. You know what I'm saying? I'm like my man that was up here. Like, my wife stay at home, homeschool with mama too. You feel me? So, I remember doing this show on Mud Island. And remind you, this was like in 2011. And I got done with this show. This guy hit me up and he like, man, my kids love you. They like, man, they own your gospel rap, man. They fooling with you. I'm like, that what's up, man? That's what's up. He say, you think you could come by the center sometime? So me, this is what I do. I'm like thinking to myself, like, hope you got something for me. Like some, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, man, you know, little bag, little something, like, fool with your boy. You feel me? Like I got real bills. Like, I got real cars, real gas that I got to put in them junks. Like, it's for real. And he just like, bruh, can you come? So I'm like, remind you, I'm waiting on a financial breakthrough. Let me be real with you, you know. I need some money. You know, I'm like, hey, Lord, we need some money. You know, I got rent due. You know what I mean? Like, all of that. So, I know the Spirit told me to go. Spirit told me to go, and I went. So now, I'm at the center, and I'm just hanging out with the kids. I'm enjoying myself, you know. It's a good atmosphere, you know. But I'm going to be real with you. I still had things going on. So just because I was up there don't mean that, oh, yeah, bro, it's a birthday party. Like, he got it all together. Everything is straight. Now, I'm up there serving with these kids. And he introduced me to this Caucasian guy. And he said, the Caucasian guy said, man, I love what you do. So I'm like, that's what's up. I'm like, cool, you know, I'm serving with the kids. I'm doing my thing. And man, one day he gave me $10,000. He gave me $10,000. Preacher, your congregation must be rich. Somebody give you $10,000. And it was like, I never saw him ever again. Like, what was so amazing about that situation, my wife would tell you, I used to try to text him. And he would never text me back. I don't even think he know why he gave it to me. But he gave it to me. God touched his heart. And I think sometimes we fail to realize that, man, even while you going through, God is still like, put your hand to the plow and serve. So it's this thing that when we commit an innovation to your serve group, it's like, man, unless you in the bed paralyzed or you dead and gone, like, man, we expecting you to come and serve. Like, we need you to come and serve. Like, believe it or not, we all got issues. You know what I'm saying? We all got to wait or whatever it is we waiting on, but we still serve. We're still going to put our hand to the plow because I believe that Pastor Myers will give everybody $10,000. Because he's a billionaire. Come on. Let's go. We receive that right now in the name of Jesus. Come on. Come on. We receive that, Lord. Come on. Because if he be a billionaire, then we going to be straight. Come on. Man. So whatever it is that you're waiting for, don't let it dominate your life. Because if you let it dominate your life, then you will get impatient. You will get anxious. You will get angry. And you won't serve. You won't serve. You because you are consumed with whatever it is you're waiting on. That's all you're going to do. As soon as you wake up, you consumed with it. And you can't allow that to consume your life. If it consumes your life, you will be paralyzed. You won't do anything, so you can't allow it to consume your life. You have to make sure that you realize that God got you. Because, see, sometimes we get caught up in the mission that God has laid for us. Man, we miss the mission of Jesus. We can't miss the mission of Jesus. So we can't be, we cannot not be impatient. Like, we can't be impatient. Waiting on the Lord, man, it's building character. It's building character. Some people go through the wait and they learn. They experience the move of God. They grow, while some don't learn nothing because they don't want to. Some people, man, they don't want to get whatever God got for them. They cool with Egypt. They cool with Egypt. 9, for those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land. Some people cool with Egypt. Some people, they're going to stay impatient. They're going to stay anxious. They're going to stay angry at the Lord. They're going to stay not want to serve. They're going to stay there. because they don't want it. And we have to make sure that as people of God, that that's not us. See, it is like, you ever been around somebody who fresh out of jail and you like, bro, you still the same? Like, man, you still the same? Like, you ain't coming out different at all? Like, you still the same? Like, you done sat for 2 years and you still talking about the same stuff. That means that whatever that experience was that you had in there, you didn't take nothing from it. You didn't take nothing from that experience. Then we trying to figure out, like, man, how he go back so quick? Like, how he go back? Like, bro, like, do you understand how long a day is in jail? Like, that's a long time. A day is. So when you come out after doing 2 years, you mean to tell me you ain't trying to get it right? You ain't trying to walk right? You ain't trying to live right, talk right? You ain't trying to do none of those things right? Because while he was in there, when God was moving, he ain't want it. He ain't want it. I go into the prisons and do ministry, and it's some dudes that might never come to the chapel. They ain't coming to no chapel. Like they doing it their own way. They feel like, nah, I got it. I got it, bro. Like, nah, man, you in jail. You been did it your way. Let's try a different way. Nah, I'm straight. I'm straight. It's some people that don't want to inherit the land of the Lord. They cool with Egypt. They cool with being at their place. See, my wife will tell you, it's something we do in our house. And it's a term we use. And the term is, man, I'm just going to do my time. I'm just going to do my time. I tell her, when she got something going on, I say, baby, you got to do your time. And what that means is, when God puts you in a place where you don't understand, it's dark, man, this ain't the time to be trying to figure out. It's the time for you to just sit still and do your time. So if it's 6 months, a year, 2 years, whatever it is, you got to do your time. It's like when you go in front of the judge and you done something wrong, and he tell you got to do 2 years. Ain't nothing you can do about them 2 years. You got to go do them 2 years. So when God say it's time to sit still, be still, my son, my daughter. And you can't see, you got to be still and you got to do your time. And that's okay. That's okay. It's okay to do your time, because that means that God is doing something with you. Man, like when God sits you down and say, I need you to sit right here and be still, man, that means you special. Because he took out his time to say, hey, man, I got something for you. I need you to sit for 2 years. I need you to sit for 2 years. But this is the problem, though, people, is when we get impatient. And we get anxious. And we don't want to serve. And we get angry. Nah, I tell my wife, I say, baby, I just got to do my time. Because believe it or not, after 17 years, I'm still slick in the dark. It's a long time. But God has carried me and my family. He has done a wonderful thing with us walking in the dark. Like, I could have been told my wife, I need you to go get a gig. I could have been said, I'm done with gospel rap. I'm finna go get a gig. But I know what God has called me to do. And when I look at the fruit of it and I look at the labor that I put in, I see nothing but God. Like when I tell you about walking by faith, me and my family ain't missed a beat with one income. Like we ain't missed no beat. We ain't missed a beat. But it comes from constantly dying to our flesh. Because my wife and I put our business out there to kind of show what it is. Sometimes she can't always go get her nails done. Like, that's real. And because of that, that don't make her angry. You see what I'm saying? Because she knows that we got a purpose. And even with her ministry, her purpose is homeschooling our kids and a couple other kids. She knows that, but she can say, no, I'm finna go chase the bag and go get the money and get out of her purpose. And now we're trying to figure out where all this other stuff is coming from. So God is telling us to be patient. Don't get anxious. Don't get angry. Serve. Some people feel like Jesus owes them. And Jesus don't owe us nothing. So as we wait on him, he don't owe us anything. He has already done his part. And because of that, we got to wait. And don't be the person that says, man, it's taking too long, so I'm finna go. I encourage you to stay encouraged while you wait on the Lord. Man, Acts 16, verse 25, listen, man, Paul was in prison. And it says, about midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God. And the other prisoners were listening to them. Man, Paul's in jail, singing hymns and praying. Some of us is free and we ain't singing nothing. We ain't praying nothing. And this man is in jail. And he's praying and singing hymns to the Lord. That's a whole nother type of faith when you in jail and you worshiping and you praising the Lord. And it's some of us that, man, we so consumed with our problems that, man, we don't open our mouths to pray to God, to sing to God. Man, we angry at God. We impatient. We anxious. Man, we not encouraged. And we won't dare serve anything. Paul wrote encouraging letters in jail. Like, how you writing encouraging letters? The Bible, like listen, he's writing letters to other churches, encouraging them while he's in prison. Man, if you like me and you got a couple people downtown 201, man, usually when they call, they got nothing encouraging to say. They need something. Man, this ain't right, man. Wish I could get out of here. Man, all of that. Man, you pick the phone up and the guy say, man, bro, I'm blessed in here, bro. I'm blessed, bro. I'm doing ministry, bro. Like, my God moving. Man, you barely get them calls. When you do get one from jail, man, he needs something. He upset. Man, why you even answering the phone? Man, I can't keep putting money on the phone. Man, bro, I just feel like you can. Like, it's like, come on. But Paul is writing letters, encouraging while he waits. He's in the dark. He don't know the verdict. He don't know what they gonna do. Some have come to pass. Some of my situations have come to pass. Some of them I'm still waiting on. My faith is in Jesus. He has carried me. So on today, if you don't take anything I say, after you get done praying, reading, worshiping, and fasting, be patient. Don't get anxious. Don't get angry. Serve and be encouraged. When I tell you on today, man, the only way you can stay there and not get impatient and not get angry is by Jesus being ahead of your life. That's the only way. Without it, you just like the world. You're going to be anxious. You're going to be impatient. You're going to be angry. So I opened up the doors of the house. Do anybody want to give their life to the Lord today? Will there be one that's saying, man, listen, it's about time I give my life to the Lord. Today is my day. Today is a new day for me. I'm giving my life to the Lord. I'm going to show the people and show God that I believe that he rose and he has all power in his hand. Will there be one on today? Will there be one? Will there be one? Will there be one that's saying, you know what, Fro? I kind of struggle just a little bit, and I need prayer. I need prayer so I can stay patient. Man, so I can stay patient. So that I can fast more and pray more and get back into the spirit of God.